Welcome back to everyone. And in the previous session, we learned about the operating system, and it's easy for the students or the learners to get the concept when we are talking about the operating system, because they are most often they use their laptops and desktop machines and operating system. So that's why they are aware with the operating system capability, although they have very limited information related to the server machines. But if you take the full course, if we explore our further ideas, so definitely due to time limitation we discuss bit about every technology, just get into the idea what is ongoing in our network industry. Right now we have the topic of inter-network operating system. We learn about a number of intermediary devices. We learned about the switches, layer 2 switches, layer 3 switches, firewalls, routers. Now it's more important for you to understand that these all devices have their own operating system. You cannot install because these operating systems are built inside the firewalls and other intermediary devices, because they need to perform number of operations related to the connectivity. That's why their operating systems are simply known as IOS, inter-network operating system. This operating system have the capability to perform number of functions related to the inter-network connectivity. So that's why from that term we utilize the IOS, inter-network operating system. And in the previous sessions we understand that we need to configure number of security policies on the firewall. So how can we configure? If there is no operating system, we are not capable to interact directly with the hardware. Okay, so on the firewall we need the operating system, and by using the firewall operating system we configure our ACLs, access control list, and other security parameters, virus scanning parameters, ransomware scanning parameters, and other data filtering features on our firewall, just because of the availability of the IOS. And in the same manner we discuss about the router. That router have the capability to guide our end machines over the internet, where they can access number of servers on the internet. And we discussed that these routers have a database. These routers have the database, and by using these databases they can get information about the Google, Twitter, and other applications. So we need to configure these routers to get all those informations from the internet routers. Otherwise, how they know about the destinations, how they can build their own databases, how can they build their own maps by their own self? So the router have also the operating system, which is also called the IOS, and we can configure these routers to get information from the internet, build their own databases, build the route map for the internet, and get our devices towards the destination. And in the same situation, in the same philosophy, in the same phenomena, we also configure our intermediary devices, switches, layer 2 switches, layer 3 switches, and our access points to operate in our network infrastructure. So keep in mind, keep your mind stick with this concept that each and every device which is operational in our network infrastructure is necessary to have operating system. It might be initial type of operating system, or it might be advanced type, but they must have the operating system, because without operating system they cannot exist, they cannot operate, they cannot make operational their self in our network industry. So I hope that you get the basic idea about the inter-network operating system, and these devices have the capability to store their operating system, because they are same as like our desktop machines. They have their storage, media, they have their RAM, they have their processing power. So in the same manner they have the operating system. So let's move with other logical aspects of the network industry and learn other tremendous ideas about this industry.